within which judgments must be served on the respective learned counsel that appeal. Thank you very much.
My Lord Jaro, read your judgment.
Thank you. Well, I have had the privilege of reading before now the lead judgment delivered by my learned brother, John Ian.
In a unanimous judgment, 7-man panel of the Supreme Court today affirmed President Bola Tinubu's victory at the February 2023 presidential election. Thanks for joining us on the program, everyone. I'm Nifemi Oguntoye. You can join the conversation right now on X, formerly Twitter, using hashtag Beyond 100 Days. Remember to tag at TVC News NG. The Apex Court has delivered a judgment on 2023 presidential election petition. A panel of 7 justices headed by Justice Iyan Okoro made that critical decision earlier today. The Supreme Court dismissed the appeal filed by the People's Democratic Party and the Labour Party challenging the victory of President Bola Tinubu. The Apex Court then thrashed all the grounds of appeal of Atiku and the PDP on qualification, non-compliance with the Electoral Act, 25% votes in FCT, as well as electoral malpractices. We spoke with some APC stakeholders at the court earlier today, and here's how they reacted to the court judgment.
It is instructive that the decisions were unanimous, without any dissenting voice. Like the judge said, all litigation must come to an end. They addressed all the issues, about 7 of them, and those issues were and the judgments on each of the issues were clearly unassailable as far as I'm concerned. That's come to an end now. We now have to all come together as one country, one people, and move ahead and take this country where it rightfully should be.
I came here as somebody who's interested, as somebody who wants the country to move forward. So I congratulate Mr. President, and I think that this has come to the end. No more speculation. That's why Mr. President can focus and do what he's supposed to do for Nigerians.
Pertaining to acceptance of this verdict, I urge our colleagues, politicians, to accept it in good faith. And also I have to use the opportunity to congratulate politicians, to congratulate the leaders of the opposition political parties, because it is better for them to resolve to Judiciary, which they have done so.
This is not just a victory for our party APC. It's a victory for the country. And we want to salute the Judiciary, starting from the Supreme Court, the Appeal Court. Their judgment was very detailed, was very meticulous. They laid the foundation for the Supreme Court judgment. I want to salute the judges of the Supreme Court as well. They were straight to the point. And I believe that this judgment would be seen worldwide as that which is in line with global best practices in law.
And President Bola Tinubu has welcomed the ruling of the Supreme Court, calling on all to join hands together for the progress of the country. According to him, today's victory has further energized and strengthened his commitment to continue to serve all Nigerians of all political persuasions, tribes, and faiths.
I've started from day one to work hard, regardless of, the court cases, okay? And just strengthen my resolve to do more. A challenge of this nature and a victory of this nature is more work and more hard work, more dedication. It just appeal to the sense of patriotism of Nigeria to have a change of mindset. Let us be positive about our country, be ready to contribute in all ways possible. There's no promise of El Dorado from day one. We're all in this boat of diversity, a member of the same family, living in the same house, but stay in different rooms. And it is important that we recognize that we have no other country but they sworn. So we better be committed to it, not for the sake of our own self-aggrandizement, our commitment to the values, the creed of dedication, patriotism, and commitment to the value of this country.
President Bola Tinubu's reaction to the outcome of today's judgment from Nigeria's apex court. Femi Akonde, State House correspondent, joins me right now, live from the presidential villa. Femi, let's begin with the mood in the villa after today's judgment. The president was seen in a video jokingly congratulating a special advisor on media and publicity that his job is secured. It would seem the presidency followed this case with some cautious optimism, Femi.
Yes, Nifemi, the presidency watched the proceedings from the proceedings at the Supreme Court. They followed bit by bit as it was televised live on TVC News and other national televisions. The president has been following this process from the beginning. At the end of the day, when judgment was delivered, it was a huge relief for Mr. President and his administration, because what it means now is that they will be able to focus on governance. This will put an end to the speculations and this kind of news that has been circulating on both the social media and the traditional media about the outcome of this election. A lot of things have happened before now that in some cases have even caused some kind of distraction for the government, because we have seen them in some cases reacting to some of these comments made about being made about the election and how President Bola Tinubu's victory was declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission. But with what has happened today, the Supreme Court affirming President Bola Tinubu's victory. What the president is saying is that it is time to move on. It is time for governance. Also calling on all Nigerians, irrespective of political parties, to join hands with his administration as he gets down to doing the job of achieving that renewed hope agenda upon which he campaigned. Nifemi.
You were there when he spoke to the press for the first time after the judgment. Did he specifically address the presidential candidate of the PDP and Labour Party and extending an olive branch to them in his speech?
Well, the president did not particularly mention names. He did not particularly call their names out. But, by calling on Nigerians, he was talking to their supporters, a lot of Nigerians that also voted for them. But indeed, President Bola Tinubu got the majority vote. But a number of Nigerians also voted for Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party and Peter Obi of the PDP. President Bola Tinubu was directing his message to those supporters, telling them that indeed he needs them now to trust his government because now that the matter has been settled in the Supreme Court, it is time for him to begin to ensure that the dividends of democracy are felt across the nooks and crannies of the country. And he's saying that, well, we are all in this boat together, this boat of governance, of national life, and that he, as the captain of that boat, would ensure that he steers the boat to a desired destination for all Nigerians, looking at the reforms that have already been introduced by his administration on the economy, security, and all other critical sectors of the country. So he's calling for support of the generality of Nigerians without specifically mentioning the names of those that are contested in that election and also dragged him to court.
State House correspondent Femi Akonde live for us at the presidential villa. Good to see you, Femi.